Hello everyone and welcome to my third Wi-Fi battle versus UAGO. Now you guys are really going to like this. I had a lot of fun with this. It was like one of the best of all the battles I've ever done, so hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, here we go. It starts off here with me sending out my Rose Raid as usual, and he goes into a Metagross. Now Metagross is one of Rose's favorite leads unless it uses Bullet Punch. But fortunately I was able to get off a sleep powder and put that beast to sleep, so that was nice. As he went through to Salamence, I used Toxic Spice as is my usual strategy. And after that I was trying to think a little bit what to do. And he used Dragon Dance as I expected he would, and I went ahead for another Toxic Spice. After that I thought it would be a good idea to switch out, so I went to my Celebi, who I knew could take any of his attacks. He ended up using a second Dragon Dance. I think that was second. And he used Dragon Claw. It surprised me he didn't have Outrage, but Dragon Claw is sorta common, I guess. But that did a lot to Celebi, and I was kinda getting worried at that point. But fortunately I was able to get off Thunder Wave, and that really crippled that Salamence, and that was really nice. And then I used Recover, got back a lot of my health, which is good, because Celebi is the key to this team strat. And he used Dragon Dance, I think that was the third time. And after that, I knew he would do a lot of trouble to me, so I switched out to my Bandit, my Scizor, and even after 3 Dragon Dances, and it resisted it, it still did a lot. So, but I lived with 100 HP, which was nice, and I was able to get off a Bullet Punch on this thing. But it didn't kill it, even though I was Bandit. It came so close. But fortunately, it got paralyzed, and I was able to take it out. I really think I would have had a lot of trouble with that Salamence if it wasn't, if I couldn't take it out with that Bullet Punch. But even, it was paralyzed, so I guess it would have been fine. So I sent out my Celebi against his Latias, but unfortunately it used Trick, and that crippled my Celebi, and I was upset. And so I tried to use Thunder Wave, but it failed because Metagross was asleep. And so I went back out to my Rose Raid, hoping to get a Hidden Power Fire on him, which I did. And that was nice. That did around half HP, so that was really nice. And I was hoping I could get a second hit off, but he woke up and did a Bullet Punch. I hoped I would live, but he ended up taking me out. I guess the first hit was minimum damage. And so I sent out Celebi, hoping to use Hidden Power Fire. And fortunately, it almost took it out. Almost. It came very close. But he used Explosion, and that took out Celebi, put it out of its misery, because I couldn't really do much with it anyway. And so Celebi goes down. And after that, Metagross goes down, and I send out my Scizor, see if I can scout what he sends in next. He sends in Gengar. I went for the Bullet Punch. I don't know why he didn't switch out, but he didn't have a Sash, so I don't know what he was thinking there exactly, but Gengar goes down. And then he sends out Latias, and I go for the Bullet Punch, just because I would just want to see how much it would do, and that did quite a bit. But Surf took me out, and so down goes Scizor. And now, after Leftovers Recovery, I sent out my own Latias. And this thing is Scarfed, so I was able to take it out with a Draco Meteor, which is really nice. And after that thing goes down, he sent out one of the Pokemon that always gives trouble to my team, and I absolutely hate this thing, Tyranitar. Now, fortunately he got poisoned, because I don't think I would have been able to, I think I would have lost if it wasn't poisoned, but it got poisoned, and I just went for the Draco Meteor, even though I knew it wouldn't do anything. But it was the only move I had considering what I had left. And he used to Dragon Dance, and then prospects started looking bleak. I didn't think I could win this. It was getting worse and worse. I tried for another Draco Meteor, hopefully getting a crit, but that didn't do a thing. And so he went for the Crunch and destroyed Latias, but I was really starting to get worried, and I was thinking what I could do to take that thing out before I lost. And so he got hurt by poison, which was nice, and I sent out my Heatran. I go for the Protect, hoping to Toxic stall him somewhat, and he used Stone Edge. And I wondered why he didn't have Earthquake, as most of them do, but apparently he's going for the double stab there. And so he used Stone Edge again. I was hoping after the Dragon Dance that he would live, and he did, by about 3rd HP. And so I went for Lava Plume just to get a little damage on him, and he was hurt by poison there, and that took down Tyranitar. And then he sends out his last Pokemon, Sceptile. And I was like, yes, I can finally beat this thing. But for some reason, I didn't use Protect. I don't know why. I just thought I would take it out with a lava plume. But Focus Blast unfortunately hit, and that took down my Heatran. And then I was thinking I might be able to take this down, even because he had Dragon Pulse. I knew most of them carried that, but he used Dragon Pulse here, and it did a lot. Like, I was looking here at this point, I was like, no, it's gonna die, but it lived with 25 HP. And I have Flamethrower on this, but I went for the Outrage just for the stab and the high power, hoping I could kill it, and I did. I was so happy, but at that point, Life Orb took me out. And so it was a draw. Good game, Will. I really like this. It was a great game. You know, I hope to rematch you soon. And see you guys later.